Hi, you guys. So I got this question from one of my friends on Instagram. She's also a friend in real life, and she wanted to know, like, what are some good plant-based protein alternatives? She's also a pescatarian, but she doesn't want to just rely on fish and eggs, she said, 3 times a day in order to get her protein. So thank you, Sarah, for the question. And I'll just tell you a little bit about some of the things that I personally eat and enjoy. Of course, I encourage you to do your research and, check these things out that I'm telling you for yourself. But here are a few of the things that I like to eat that are plant-based for the most part. All right, edamame is like at the top of the list. It's a really delicious snack. 1 cup of edamame gives you like 18 grams of protein, which is crazy, right? I know Trader Joe's used to sell like, what do you call it? Like flavored edamame or something like that. It was in the frozen section. I don't know if this is like one of their seasonal items because their stuff sometimes comes and then it goes and then it comes back. But yeah, edamame is a great source of protein, great for snacking, of course. Um, Lentils is another favorite of mine. I often use lentils to make tacos and also fajitas. Put it together with like some, excuse me, bell peppers, some onions, and a good seasoning like a taco seasoning, and put that on a corn tortilla. Really, really good. And the lentils for every half a cup is about 9 grams, I think, of protein. Yeah, 9 grams. Um, let's see. Black beans is also a really good source of protein. For a half a cup, that gives you about 7.5 grams. Nuts, of course. I love pistachios, cashews, walnuts. I love almonds, especially the dry roasted kind. Those are good for snacking, I would say, or putting in your salad. But they have like a very minimal amount of protein, just like 1 to 2 grams typically. Peanuts, however, are a super high source of protein. I can't remember what the exact number was, but I know peanuts was high up there on the protein scale. Okay. Let's see, what else? Steel cut oats in the morning. That's a great source of protein for you. Spinach, I always use spinach in my green smoothies, and I just feel like it breaks down really, really well. Um, I like green juice, but I've gotten in the habit of buying green juice, fresh pressed, cold pressed from other places because I don't have a juicer at the moment. But spinach is a go-to. There's about 3 grams of protein per cup. And avocado, of course, that was like one of the things that were on my list. I eat avocado almost every day. I like avocado toast with tomatoes and smoked salmon. That's like one of my favorite things to eat in the morning. Avocado is going to give you about 2 grams of protein per half, okay? She asked about supplements. I don't take a lot of supplements. I used to, but it's just so much labor to do so, and like popping all these different supplements. I try to get as much of my nutrition from the foods that I eat, but I hear spirulina is good source of protein. However, when I did the research, it said like spirulina, in order to get the adequate amount of protein out of it, you have to consume like a lot of it. So if you're using spirulina for like your smoothies, for example, the average you're going to use is like 1 scoop. And in that 1 scoop, you're only getting like 1.2 grams of protein or something like that. It was something very minimal. And plus I don't have experience with it. I just hear people throwing that out, all the time, like spirulina is a good source of protein, and it is, but in large quantities. Okay. That's what I was able to find. Bee pollen, however, I have had experience with taking bee pollen in capsule form, and you're supposed to take 1 500 milligram capsule every three times a day. And so that's about 1,500, milligrams of bee pollen. And bee pollen is it's made of depending on where you get it and what form, because it also comes in granule form, not just the supplements. But depending on the source, it's about 30 to 40% protein based. A lot of the protein in bee pollen comes from the amino acids, free amino acids. That means that they just go right, through the body where they're supposed to and do their work. So that's a good one that I can tell you that I've used, and it's very high in protein, and it's considered to be a complete food. Okay. Now, some meat alternatives that I do partake in, and minimally, like I feel like I used to heavily rely on meat supplements when I first became pescatarian. And for those of you who follow me on social, you probably know, I've been talking about how I'm thinking of like just going plant-based, period, and not having the fish and the seafood. Don't hold me to it though, because I said I'm thinking about it. All right, I'm working my way up to like making that shift. But I mean, there's some things that I've already done, which include just being more conscious and like eating more plant-based foods, just like period. And I'm finding that I'm not missing, not having fish with my meals. I'm not missing not having shrimp with my meals. And it's been pretty satisfying. So far, so good. I think more or less I just want to have the option to have a big plate of crab and garlic noodles if I want it, it's a thing. So I'm working on it. Anyways, alternate meat products. Some of the things that I use and enjoy are this one product called Gimme Lean, Gimme, Gimme, or is it IE? Yeah, Gimme, Gimme Lean, and they're plant-based and they're served in like these rolls. I don't know in London, because that's where Sarah is from, if they sell like ground beef in a roll package, but that's how these Gimme Lean veggie, sausage, and meat products come, and they're small, so you probably get like 2 or 3 good servings out of it, unless like me you're using it for breakfast sausage, then you can spread it out a little bit more. But I like the sausage variety. They do have what is it, beef Gimme Lean products, but I wasn't a big beef eater even when I ate meat, and so I'm just not really drawn to that. But they also have meatballs and a couple of others, but I really just kind of stick with the sausage. Okay. Also, Field Harvest is another brand. It's a vegan brand actually, and they make an amazing Mexican chipotle sausage. Like, I cut that stuff up and put it in everything. Tacos, spaghetti, like everything. Like, it's so good. It's so flavorful. It's a little spicy. Now, if you don't like spicy, you're not gonna like this product. All right. And veggie bacon. I do like my Morningstar veggie bacon, and I usually saute that up with like a little bit of butter until it's crunchy. With that, I figured out a method. Like, you have to kind of cook it on a lower setting and just keep flipping it over so it doesn't scorch. Okay. I hear also a lot of good things about Beyond Meat. I've not had the chance to have it yet. Again, I've seen it in the store and it looks basically like beef to me, which I told you before, I didn't really eat beef to begin with, so that's not something that I'm looking to emulate in my vegetarian diet. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are all the tips that I have. I hope this was helpful to you, Sarah, and everybody else who's watching. And yeah, if you guys have some other ideas or things that you want to share about your plant-based diet and how you are getting your protein, feel free to leave a comment. This is probably going to go up on YouTube and the blog. And I might even go and do a live version. I don't know, on Instagram. We'll have to see. There's a poll running right now. I'm asking people, like, do you want me to make a video about this on live, or should I write a blog post? So based on what the results are, we'll see. All right, guys. So that's it. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.